Good morning. I'm putting together a couple of wraps because we're going to go out for the day and have a picnic somewhere. So I am using some lettuce from our neighbour's garden. We got given them the other day, nice and fresh. Some chicken, some lettuce, mayonnaise, tomato and cheese. Simple. So we thought we would jump on a ferry, that wasn't very clever of me, and head to Capri and then walk up to Villa Lysis and have a picnic up near Tiberio's Leap or something like that. I just really feel like going to Capri, and I normally do everything to avoid going to Capri, which is quite funny. Hopefully we can get a boat. I haven't even looked at the timetable. Let's cut this. Se metti pomodori.
Guarda, ancora tutto impacchettato.
What?
Questa busta.
Ah. Oh, you're taking that? Okay. So we need a bag for food.
Questo lo io vado prima, io vado a prendere il motorino e ci vediamo giù sulla...
Sul molo?
Sì.
Okay.
Ok?
Okay. Whoever gets there first buys tickets.
Dobbiamo prendere i biglietti, sì.
Okay.
Chi arriva prima li prende.
What time's the boat? 10:20?
Sì.
Okay, we've got 50 minutes. All right, see you there. Bye.
Ciao.
Indy, you wait with me.
Oh, l'avevo capito già.
I've just changed my top. It's that weird time of year where you just can't get it right. It's either really, really cold or far too hot and you've never got the right clothes on. So I've actually put on a cashmere cardigan, which will keep me warm, but if it's too hot, I can take it off. Am I happy going out like that? Good chair. You're so funny. Let's go. Yes, I'm coming. So slow, aren't I? I haven't booked any ferry tickets, so if we get down and there's no space on the ferries, which has happened numerous times over the last 2 or 3 years, then we'll go and just have a picnic somewhere else. Like, I don't know, maybe we won't get the kayaks because we're not really dressed for that, but maybe we'll just get the scooter and drive along the coast and walk down to another beach or something. There's lots of options we can do if we can't get to Capri. Look at all the nespole on this tree. Now, I have eaten from this tree and I can confirm that these are really lovely, sweet nespole, also known as loquats. And last time we came, these little yellow roses were out and they're actually still flowering. They're very, very pretty. All the way along the wall here. Carlo has arrived just in the nick of time. We've got our tickets and this is the queue for the boat. Vieni qua. What is that face?
Ogni tanto è bello fare una vita da signori, prendere taxi, essere a Capri.
L'albergo stava qui in qualche parte. Ecco, questo è l'albergo.
Ah, è questo qui. Ah, stanno facendo i lavori, guarda. C'è l'impalcatura, cioè. Allora, volevo solo farvi notare la differenza tra qui adesso e Forte dei Marmi la settimana scorsa. C'è molta differenza.
Much busier here. It's full season, it's open, there's people everywhere, completely different. Forse di Marmi was like a ghost town. And the other thing is, you can see the sea from everywhere.
È un'altra cosa, in questo momento qui non è veramente pieno. Io ho visto Capri in questo periodo qua che era veramente piena di gente. Adesso c'è poca gente, ma rispetto a Forte dei Marmi c'è tanta gente.
Just stopping off to buy some water. So we've got something to drink and something for the dogs.
We have a water now.
On Capri, you can find these tiny two-seater buses, small enough to navigate the narrow alleyways and perfect for the elderly residents who can't walk far. I love this little street because it's full of beautiful villas. Really lovely villas with big entrances and big gardens, and it's a very quiet area of Capri. Last time I came here there was a couple of abandoned villas as well.
Sì, è bello comunque, davvero bello. I love you.
Just come across this villa. I don't know if it's abandoned or not. It looks like it. It is stunning. It's like something out of a film. Wow, that's beautiful, and it's got huge gardens. Casa Moneta. Look at the entrance. Wow. I think that is my favourite abandoned villa ever, of all time. It was just beautiful. It's also mysterious. It's really green actually, this area. We've just looked on the map and there's loads of green area, and that villa looks like it's spent the last 100 years or so in the middle of a patch of woods, which they've obviously just been clearing, so maybe it's actually been bought. What a shame, because I claimed that already as mine. And here we are at Villa Lysis. It's about a half-hour walk, and the entrance fee is €2.50, not bad. Villa Lysis is one of those places on Capri that feels slightly unreal, as though it belongs to a dream more than ordinary life. Hidden high above the sea, it's surrounded by silence and pine trees. It was built in the early 1900s by a French aristocrat called Jacques d'Adelzward Fersen, who fled Paris after a huge scandal completely destroyed his reputation. He came to Capri searching for freedom, and here he created this extraordinary villa dedicated to beauty, excess, poetry and pleasure. Even the name Lysis is thought to refer to the idea of liberation, dissolving yourself from society and its rules. Inside, the villa was once filled with opium smoke, lavish parties, silk cushions, books, music and artists from all over Europe. Fersen lived here with his young companion Nino Cesarino, and together they became part of Capri's slightly mysterious bohemian world that existed at the time. Wow, look over there. But despite all its beauty, there's also something sad about the villa. Fersen became increasingly isolated here, dependent on drugs, and eventually died in the house in 1923 under rather mysterious circumstances. There you can just see Vesuvius in the distance over there, across the Bay of Naples. What I always notice about Villa Lysis is how quiet it feels up here, far away from the busy port and the crowds in Capri town. Many people probably don't want to or simply can't make the 40-minute walk to reach it, but I really think if you can, it's worth it. Not only for the beautiful views over the sea, but for the feeling that you've stepped somewhere special, somewhere suspended in time, untouched by the modern world below. Today, the villa feels peaceful, elegant and slightly melancholic. Standing here looking out over the sea, it's easy to imagine the kind of people Capri once attracted. Those escaping something, searching for something, or perhaps trying to reinvent themselves entirely.
Sta andando a nascondere sta sciapa, visto?
We've come back to have another look at this villa. Now we're around the back of it. It's got some amazing trees in here. Carlos just started talking to somebody who says apparently it's not abandoned. So what did you learn about that beautiful villa?
Visto che eri così interessato, ho chiesto qualche informazione e qualcuno che passava di là mi ha detto sì, ci sono i proprietari. Non ho capito bene, forse una sola persona, la mia età più o meno. E niente, vive lì. Sembra che forse non ha abbastanza soldi per rinnovare la villa, ma questo non si sa.
Such a beautiful villa, I'd love to see it inside. I doubt we ever will.
Possiamo andare a bussare al campanello e chiedere se ci fa fare un...
I would never do that. No.
No, io lo farei senza problemi.
I'll just dream about it. Maybe I can base my next book in it.
Ok.
After lunch, we headed back down to Capri town to visit a lady originally from Cape Town who has lived on Capri for many years and runs the Hotel Quattro Stagioni. 2 years ago, I received a rather vague message from a friend in Positano who'd met a woman in Capri who apparently knew me. But somewhere along the line, rather like a game of Chinese whispers, the details became a bit muddled. I was told an English lady who owned a hotel on Capri knew me, which left me completely puzzled because I couldn't think who it could possibly be. So one day, Elizabeth and I decided to take a trip over to Capri to track down this mysterious lady. After a bit of searching, we eventually found her. It turned out that she watched our videos and we ended up spending a really lovely afternoon together. She was thrilled to meet Carlo this time, and we spent an hour or two relaxing on her terrace before we had to walk back down to the port to catch the ferry home. I've been to Capri countless times over the 28 years I've lived in Italy. There's videos of it on this channel dating back to 2017, and at home I've got photos going all the way back to 1999. I've visited for work and for holidays, explored the island on foot, hiked its trails, stayed overnight, and spent time with friends who live there. But strangely enough, I think the best times I've ever had on Capri were during the lockdown summers of 2020 and 2021. Those 2 years, when so many travellers couldn't come to Europe, felt incredibly special on an island that's usually overflowing with visitors. Of course, many businesses must have struggled terribly without tourism, but there was something undeniably magic about experiencing Capri almost entirely empty. We had children's birthday parties and sunset picnics on Marina Piccola, normally packed shoulder to shoulder in the summer. The roads were quiet, the beaches peaceful, the gardens silent. There was no jostling through the narrow lanes, no queues and no crowds. We loved it so much that whenever we had the chance, we'd often book a room so we could stay overnight. We lingered at viewpoints that are normally impossible to enjoy in peace. We ate at famous restaurants that were suddenly half empty, and we wandered slowly through places usually rushed through in minutes. We swam in the Blue Grotto completely alone. Highly illegal, of course, but there was nobody there to stop us.
Adesso oh là là, stupendo!
We roamed around Villa San Michele pretending it belonged to us. We hired scooters and explored every tiny corner of the island. And perhaps
That's why those memories feel so special now. Not because Capri has changed, but because for a brief moment in time, we experienced a version of it that will probably never exist again.
We are going to quickly stop off at the hotel that we're staying in tonight and drop off our bags. What a view! We can see the Fariglioni. Little party kids in the water. That's right in the middle of the pool. Fried spaghetti.
Always is.